Okay, Rupert, Sydney Morning Herald, key publication here. Tell me what this race is like for you.
Oh, look, it's personally for me, it's a great time of year. Getting close to Christmas. It's an event where you feel the build-up to the event. It's just like the build-up to Christmas. They run parallel, so that excitement as each day gets closer to the race start or to when Santa Claus arrives. It's great for everyone, and for me personally, it's the start of my working year after coming off annual leave. So it's a really nice, positive, spirited event to cover.
People really get behind this race here, not only in Sydney but beyond. Why is that? Why does it capture the imagination?
Well, I think firstly it's an event that we've all grown up with. Since I was a tacker, I remember I used to just go out to the heads and with my parents and just watch this fleet go out past the heads. And there was always a sense of adventure that I felt about the race. I'd wonder, gee, they'd go out the heads, turn right, and then you wouldn't see them for 2 or 3 days later or hear about them. And then, so as a kid, I always wondered what happened on board, what goes on, and the highs and the lows of the race. And you ended up sort of following it closer each year as you got older, and you tried to learn a little bit more. I mean, I know it's just 3 to 6 days. It's not like a round the world race, but there was still that sense of adventure about it. And I always dreamt about what would it like to sail in a race like this. I've done it twice. That was going 10 years ago, so now I'm happily back on land. But it is a tradition of Australia, particularly in Sydney, and it's a fabulous thing to follow.
It's the first time the Clipper race has ever got involved with this, but it's great excitement. What are your perceptions of our guys and maybe what they bring to the race and what their prospects might be?
Well, firstly, we've seen down on the docks here, there's been a lot of colour, literally, and also with the flamboyant personalities of the Clipper fleet. I think just that international flavour that the race has brought has been great. One of the other things too is I noticed in previous years of the Hobart, more and more crews have been more organised, getting things ready. Then they get their boats ready and just bang, they lock it all down. And the arrival of the Clipper fleet, while they're all organised, but it's just new faces, that vibrancy around these big 70-footers, and there's a lot of interest in that too. So I think it's added a lot of flavour, and it's going to be great on the race start. I think we'll see out the fleet there. They're spectacular looking boats. I think people will turn their heads when they see them, and they will add to the race. They're not going to be there for line honours, but they're going to add to the race. And I think a lot of people by now, having seen them down the docks here, will be interested to see who's going to come out on top.
Yeah. And what's the atmosphere like here down on Boxing Day as they prepare to leave?
It's busy. It's like bees around a honeypot, really. I mean, this whole area here, it's fairly, we've said the media here a little while ago, but there's just people everywhere. And going on the docks, you've got all the public suddenly swarm down, and they come down with their families, prams, dogs, kids. And I don't know why or how, I've yet to see someone actually walk off the docks here accidentally. Touch wood, it doesn't happen to me. But it's a really vibrant activity. It's like going to the start of a horse race, or if you're at the winner's circle there and everyone is seeing the horses as they come out. Well, here, the boats don't come out, but the people come to the boats, and it's a really great atmosphere. And you see that sense of nervousness right on deck, right up in front of your face, just before they set sail.
Well, chatting to Mark a little earlier from Wild Oats, I mean, in terms of front runners and who to watch out for, who are you keeping your eyes on?
Well, I think this word uncertainty is becoming a cliche now already, because it's like, with these fluctuating weather patterns, it's really hard to figure out. But what I'm still really excited about the line honours race. The latest forecast we've got this morning, I guess, sort of, may favour Wild Oats a bit less than it had before. It sort of tightens that race up. You do sense that rivalry between Perpetual Loyal and Wild Oats, competitive rivalry building. And it's interesting to see a little bit day by day we get closer to it. And then we had Sid Fisher there this morning, saying how he's going to push his boat. The others are talking about nursing boats. Well, Sid's willing to give it a go, give it a crack, and that's really good. And that the handicap element of this race, which is the main event, which I guess in the mainstream media does get lost fairly or not. I think that's always exciting, and that's one thing I love about following this race each year. I get to learn a bit more about it, and I get more into that race as well.